everyone. You guys did a really nice job with drag racing day 1 yesterday, and today we are going to take it a step further. So our overall math goal of this week is that you will identify and locate fractions using a number line. So yesterday you focused on identifying and locating those unit fractions, those fractions that have a numerator of 1. And today in drag racing day 2, you're going to focus on determining where a given fraction is located on a number line diagram. So here we have our number line posters, and we can see where the fractions are located. So this is what halves look like on a number line: fourths, eighths, thirds, and sixths. Remember, we kind of group halves, fourths, and eighths together in our head, and we kind of group thirds and sixths together in our head because those are the sets of number lines that have equivalent fractions. So we really want to keep in mind this number line poster and refer to it for today's problem. So let's take a look at our problem today that we're going to use as an example. Maeve ran 2/3 of a mile. Connor ran 5/6 of a mile. Liam ran 6/8 of a mile. Where are these located on a number line? So all of these have different denominators. So we need to notice that in order to know how many pieces we're breaking our number lines into. So Maeve ran 2/3 of a mile. So we're going to break Maeve's number line into thirds. So we know from yesterday that we can look at this number line and see how these are broken into thirds: 0/3, 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3. So they have 3 equal pieces. So here's 1 equal piece, 2 equal pieces, 3 equal pieces. So I want to make sure that I'm labeling these neatly. 0/3, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So this is Maeve's mile, and she ran 2/3 of a mile. So I'm going to label that there. Connor ran 5/6 of a mile. So let's take a look. So 5/6 on this number line isn't equivalent with 2/3, is a little to the right. So I'm going to mark that first because we want to make sure that we are marking the number line accurately. So I know it needs to be broken into sixths. So I'll put my endpoints, and then I'm going to put 5/6 right here. So I have 0/6, 1/6. If I look at my number line chart, I can see that 2/6 is equivalent to 1/3. So that's going to go directly underneath. 3/6, 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3, so that's going to go underneath 2/3. Woo, sorry. 5/6 and 6/6. And Connor ran 5/6 of a mile. Finally, Liam ran 6/8 of a mile. So we need to break his into eighths. So we can look at our number line poster and see that eighths were a little different. They weren't equivalent to any thirds or sixths. So we kind of need to be careful when we label these, except for the 4/8 and 3/6. We know that those are equivalent. So that might be a good starting point. So let's take a look at Liam. 6/8. So we need to break it into eighths. So I'm going to put a mark at 0/8, 4/8, and 8/8. 0/8, 4/8, and 8/8. Okay, now I can partition this part into 4 equal pieces, which is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, and do the same on this side: 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. Okay. And he ran 6/8 of a mile. So I need to make sure that I'm labeling this number line. I did all of the hard work. Now I need to show where each child ran. So Maeve ran 2/3 of a mile. So I can line my 2/3 here. So this is where Maeve ran to. Next, Connor ran 5/6 of a mile, which is here. So I can mark Connor here. And finally, Liam ran 6/8 of a mile. So I can mark Liam here. So Connor ran the farthest, Liam ran the second farthest, and Maeve ran the shortest distance. Okay, so make sure that you are plotting them on a final number line to show how they compare to one another. So let's take a look at your assignment for today. Vehicles typically reach their peak speed in the last 60 feet of the course. 3 vehicles in particular seem to experience issues at 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way, and 7/8 of the way to the finish line. You want to mark the trouble spots on the track to figure out exactly what's happening. So you're finding 2/3, 3/4, and 7/8 on each of these number lines. So this one will be broken into thirds, this one should be broken into fourths, and this one should be broken into eighths. And then you are marking their locations on this larger number line to see what is happening. And if you want a bonus, you can find the trouble spot 5/6 on a separate number line and then place it on the large number line. Okay? So you should have everything you need for today. Remember to use our fraction number line poster to help you. Okay? Good luck.